Welcome to this channel. In this video, I will show you how to solve the problem of your Google ad campaign not getting impressions. As you can see here, I ran this advert for several days and it was not getting impressions. As you can see, this is July 23rd, July 24th, July 25th. It was running, showing that it is enabled, but it wasn't showing any results. And if you check here too, it was just, these are the 3 days it ran without any results, and I was able to fix the problem. And as you can see, I had over 66,000 impressions and then 6.46k clicks. Now I want to show you how I was able to solve it, so that if you're having this problem, you can also fix it. There are several reasons. I have identified them into 4, and I will just go direct to the point and let you know what is the problem. The number 1 reason why your Google ad campaign may be enabled but not delivering any results is what I call the bidding strategy and conversion goal. What do I mean? When you are running an advert, you optimize for you optimize for your conversion goal, and you also bid. There's bidding in the process. So let me just show you an example. So when you come here, I have several campaigns, and then I want to pick one of them and then demonstrate to you what I'm just talking about. So if you come, let's say you want to look at this particular campaign. When you come, you go to the settings, to the bidding, you see there will say change bidding strategy. Now, some people may just select the bidding strategy, but they don't even know what it stands for. Now, when you come here, for example, when I click on change bidding strategy, you see that I can bid for conversions, conversion value, and clicks and impression share. Now, if you are a new account, most of like you are beginning a new account, you don't have experience in Google Ad, you don't have conversion tracking properly set up, the best thing you should do is to choose clicks. If you make a mistake and you go and choose conversions and your conversion tracking is not set up properly, even if your conversion tracking is set up properly, getting a conversion is more difficult than getting what? Clicks. And once you are beginning as a new account, you need to go for what? Clicks. When you get more clicks and you have more data and you set up your conversion tracking more and you can analyze more information or more data, you can now go for conversions. So what you should go for is what? Clicks. If you have selected conversions, make sure you select clicks. Then also, the other thing you have to look at is the what? The bidding. And when I talk about the bidding, what is your if you have selected clicks, for example, what is the cost per click? If you have selected conversions, what is the cost per conversion amount you've selected as the maximum cost per bid? This is cost per click. What is the maximum cost per click? If it is maximum cost per conversion, what is the bidding amount you have chosen? So what, in order for you to get impressions and your advert to rank high in Google, what you have to do is you have to find out the average cost per click in the niche you are in. So in order to do that, if you don't know, you just come, when you come to let me just show you this. When you come here, you can, if you are beginning and you don't have data, that is if you don't have data. If you have data, for example, my account, I have more data. So even if I come here, you see the average cost per click is what? 0.05. So if I choose an amount that is higher than this, then I will be able to get impressions. If you don't know and you by mistake choose an amount that is lower than the maximum cost per click, your advert will not run and you will not get impressions. Secondly, if you choose an amount that, even if it is higher than this, but let's say most of your competitors have chosen an amount higher than what you have chosen as your cost per click, then your advert will not rank high, it will not show up. So that is why a lot of people, your advert will be running and then you are not getting impressions. So the most important thing, or the main thing you need to look at, is what? The cost per click, the bid amount. So in order to do that, if you don't know it, if you are beginning and you don't know the right amount to choose, come and then go to tools, and then you can see planning. So go to keyword planner and then type, for example, I want to discover a new keyword. So let's say, and make sure the location is the right location where you are running the advert to. So let me choose, say, prostate post it. So if you search for it, okay, if you click on get results, you will see the keywords surrounding that particular topic, and you the top of page, if you those that are ranking high, you will see how much they are choosing. So they are choosing what? 0.5. So it means that if I want to rank higher than, if you look at it, this is 0.5, this person is ranking $1, 1.92, 0.72. So it means if I want to rank higher than all of these, I have to choose an amount higher than the amount. So I chose, so even if I choose 1.93 or 1.94 or 2, I'm going to rank higher than them. And I chose about 2.10. That is why my advert is getting impressions. And when I search on Google, I am ranking number 1. So that is what you need to do. So select clicks, and then the bid amount, make sure you choose an amount higher than the average or the highest, so that you can rank number 1. Okay, so that is the first thing you need to do. The second thing I have noticed is what? Your budget. If your budget is too small, for example, sometimes or depending on the location, I am in Ghana, and the average cost per click, as you've seen for this particular campaign, is very lower. If you come to the campaigns and you look at the results I have here, let me just refresh, and then we see. I'm going to, very good. So you see the average cost per click is this. So now my average cost per click is a very lower amount. This one, if I'm running the same advert in the US, my average cost per click could be 20 times higher than what you see here. So this doesn't apply to every country. The cost per click or per impression varies by country. So depending on what figure is here, what it means is that if the cost per click here were, say, or the cost per okay, let's stay with the cost per click. If the cost per click were, say, $1, and I choose something like $2 or $3 or below $5, I may not get any significant results. Make sure that whatever figure you are choosing, you can get at least 10 clicks or more, depending on the average cost per click in that location and for that particular product you are selling. So your budget shouldn't be too small. If you are in countries like USA, Canada, and most countries of Europe and Australia, I will advise that never choose a budget which is lower than 10. In fact, it should not even be lower than $20 a day. Make sure that it is above $20 a day. That is my advice. So that is the second reason. Second reason is the what? The budget. The third reason is the location. Sometimes you may choose a location that is too narrow, or at least the location with very small population. So for example, when you come to the locations, I have selected the whole of my country, Ghana, and even with the whole of Ghana, the population, if I select all, most of the time, at least, even if I don't get, I can get over 5 million people who are the potential audience. Some areas, if the population is too small, less than 100,000, if let's say a city, you may not get any significant results because the population is too narrow. So make sure that the population is at least what? Significant. And also check the language. Make sure that you check the language, because the population could be huge, but the language, you could choose a certain language that will narrow it to a specific group of people within that section of the population. So that will be, in other words, a subset of this population, or a sample. So if you are selecting a certain subset of the population who speak a certain language and they are very too few, then the advert will not perform. Okay. Or in some cases, you may also select the wrong location. Make sure that the right location is selected. Okay, so that's the third reason. The fourth one is that either you have not set up your conversion tracking properly, or you've chosen the wrong ad campaign objective. So for some people, they may not set up the conversion tracking properly. So at the end of the day, they don't even the advert is not even Google is not able to track the feedback of the interactions from those who see the advert. So if your conversion tracking is not set up, for example, you haven't set up Google Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager, you haven't set up your Google Analytics, your conversion tracking is not set up. At the end of the day, you will the system the Google ad system will not be able, or the ad manager, the algorithm will not have enough information from the feedback of those that have taken action. And so at the end of the day, they are going to base on that feedback to recommend who is the right person to see your advert. So you need to take time and make sure that you set up conversion tracking properly. If you have not set up conversion tracking, I've done a video earlier on how to set up conversion tracking, and it will be in the comment section. Follow that video and then set up your conversion tracking. Remember to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. You can follow the WhatsApp or Telegram link in the description to contact me for assistance on how to solve this issue. If you follow the steps in this video and it's still not resolved, you contact me. I will guide you and I'll help you get your problem resolved. We charge very affordable prices and you can get your issue resolved. Thank you once again and see you in the next video. Bye.